Welcome back to KawaKouple.
Hello,
Mr.
KawaKouple.
Mr. K, Mrs. K, and somebody special is going to say hello in 3, 2, 1, and go ahead.
Hey guys, it's NorthernNinja,
AKA
Jordan.
There you go. So all of you guys who don't know that, Jordan, you should know him by now, you silly people. So, Jordan, so one thing you should know is, like always, you know how it is, there's a little bit of a lag. So until everybody kind of comes in, tell everybody about yourself a little bit. What do you do? Why do you like everything?
Why do I like everything?
Everything. You like everything, man. You like everything.
So I started, for any of you guys that don't know, I started motovlogging about a month or two ago. But I've been interacting with Mr. and Mrs. K for a few months now, and so they got me kind of started in this. And I ride a Ninja 250. It's a 2010. I ride every day. It's my daily vehicle. I don't have anything else. So for me, riding is a means of transportation and a way to let loose on the weekends and stuff. So I ride quite a bit, and I just enjoy the feel of being able to get out and not be enclosed in a car. So
absolutely. So, and it is one of the cool things, guys. Now, just to keep everybody updated, D-Money, dude. Maddie, hello, let's go. I love it. I love it. I love those comments. NASCAR, hello, everyone. Killer Clown, hello, everybody. And Matt says, Jordan, I bet Mr. K is jealous of that hair. Oh, my goodness. I just said that to him, too, before you guys came on. So,
that's why, sorry.
Go ahead.
That's why I'd considered doing a face reveal like a couple weeks ago. I know I mentioned it because I didn't want there to be any huge surprises when you guys all came on, but Mr. K wanted me to wait until the live stream. So
yeah, it's more fun because basically, when Jordan gets to be a big star, then I can say, well, we are he did the face reveal on this channel. It's like I'm being proactive now. I'm thinking in the future, how can I benefit off this? No, I'm joking. So D-Money, of course, Fly Married too.
And Chris said hello.
And oh my God, Chris, sorry, Chris. And D-Money apparently is now going to fly Maddie and Jordan to KawaKouple. By the way, we were talking about this with Jordan just a couple of seconds ago. Who started this? Send Maddie.
Hashtag fly Maddie to KawaKouple.
Yeah, we're curious. Please let us know because I honestly got lost in the whole thing.
Maddie wants to know if the package is calling your name, Mr. K.
All right. So, Maddie, because we're doing Jordan tonight, we're going to do the next Thursday. We're doing a few packages, actually. And yours will be the very first one open. And we're going to open up probably about 5 minutes into next Thursday's live stream. Because I know you told me that you said you wanted it done early. So we're going to open your package first, and then we're going to open up the rest of the packages. We'll add another half an hour to next week's live stream, and that's when we're going to do the mail. Today, it's about our buddy Jordan, and it's about you guys. So you guys can ask Jordan and us any questions you have, and we'll take turns answering all of your questions.
Hello, Full Twist. Hey, hey, hey.
Full Twist. I love that. Hey, hey, hey.
And Nick K.
Nick Cook.
And Maddie says he started it.
You son of a gun.
So I was technically correct.
Yeah, she called it. Oh, okay. So, Jordan, do you want to be called Jordan or do you want to be called NorthernNinja? I'm going to go with Jordan. I have to go with Jordan.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really care. So.
Oh, no. D-Money is doing the whole message retracted again.
Mm-hmm.
Already? Nice. Chris says,
it was me saying let's do the GoFundMe for Maddie and
That's
Sam.
true. That's true. I remember that actually.
But the hashtag was actually Maddie.
So when are you coming, Maddie? Yeah, that's a good question for you. So Jordan, you're 250. I'm a little bit curious about it. See, I love the fact that you made a awesome comment in your last video, and that is that you had a chance to blow up and buy another bike, and you didn't do it, which, by the way, kudos. And it just shows how responsible what somebody who's responsible thinks, what their brainwaves are. So tell us a little bit more about that. Why Why is it that you didn't actually go for it?
Okay, well, it was largely because I didn't think that it was the right choice right now. But also, if I'm being honest, I cut a lot of footage out of that just because I didn't have the time in the video left over. But the other reasons are the 1999, the G and J models ZX6s, I think they're really ugly. So I started looking into them and I was just like, no, I can't do it. I can't step back 11 years to an older bike like that and, you know, just sacrifice everything just for the power. So if it was a little bit more modern, like if it had been a like 2006 or 7, I really liked the 2006 636 editions. If it had been something like that, I don't think I could have passed it up. But I knew that I probably didn't need it, and combined with not really liking it, I decided that it was probably best just to wait. So it was a little bit of me being responsible and a little bit of me just not really liking the bike. So.
All right.
And Nate Cook actually has a question for you, Jordan.
I saw that. Nate, okay, so it depends. Nate's question was whether my daily riding is on the highway or country roads. It's actually up to whatever I feel like. There's a highway and a back road that both take just about the exact same amount of time. So depending on what I feel like, I can ride either. I've been riding the highway a lot because the chip and tar is really rough on my tires, and like I only got 6,000 kilometers on the last set of tires. But right now they're doing a lot of construction on the highway, so I've been on the back roads for the last week or so for the most part.
Nice.
A little bit of both.
Maddie says, only time I can get off work is winter, but then we can't ride. Who says we can't ride? We can be silly and film it, and then we can both end up in the hospital, and that will be make a great video. It will go viral, and we're all happy.
Great, that's what I want.
I don't know. I'm just being myself. D-Money says, I pulled the stream up on my computer. My computer is like 3 seconds behind my phone. Yeah, it is weird because the phone is actually a little bit faster, but I think that's because there's nothing lagging in the background, right?
Yeah,
Something like
maybe
that.
something like that.
Full Twist says, so what do you guys think about the new Kawasaki Z650? I love that bike. It's a gorgeous bike.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's really nice. I actually think they did a really good job on it. I think it takes a certain type of person to ride that bike, and by that I mean almost anybody could ride that bike. What do you think, Jordan? Have you seen that one yet, or are you researching it now?
I actually haven't. I'm going to look it up right now.
Yeah, I knew he's doing it too because I can see him on the small screen when he's not talking, and he's like.
It wasn't quite that bad. Come on.
Chris says,
what does it mean when you look left with your head and your bike goes to the right? That your hand was going right.
You look left with your head, but your bike is going right. You haven't learned how to ride a bike?
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I don't know. I hope that's not what you're doing. Because if that's what you're doing, I just insulted you, and I'm sorry. But I hope that's not the case. Maddie says, full twist. I rode on the whoa. I just lost track because you guys are actually going nuts now. Rode on the other way. Loved it. What?
He rode on one the other day and loved it.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
And Full Twist says, I just bought one.
Yeah, I knew.
Nice.
I knew that already. And again, congratulations. That's an awesome bike. Yeah. Low Shampoo. Jordan, Low Shampoo has a question for you.
Yeah, I saw that. I responded to it in the chat because I didn't really feel like talking about it in the actual stream. I have no idea, Lord Shampoo.
Yeah, he will always ask that, and I'm going to keep saying the same thing. I have no idea because I have a wife, hence I forgot the whole girlfriend thing. Killer Clown says 2004 is the oldest ZX 6R that is pretty. You agree?
I definitely agree. I think that model, when they went to the double headlight in 2000 or 2001, I don't mind those too bad, but they still had like the kind of weird looking front fairing on them that I wasn't a big fan of, and the birdcage mirror mounts I can't stand. I don't know if you've looked at that at all, but if you go look at one of the older ones, I would be hacking that off the second it made it to the garage.
Maddie says, "Killer wicked to see you, brother. How you been doing?" I'm guessing he's talking to you.
No, Killer Clown.
Oh, Killer Clown. Sorry. Ooh.
Fresh Jive says, I can't find Northern Ninja's channel.
So-
did he recently type something in the...
I did.
So basically, if you go and just browse over whatever he, so if you look at NorthernNinja, Jordan, can you go over and just type anything, just say hello to everybody, and then if you hover over his name on the right hand side, there's those 3 little dots. You click on it, and that will say go to channel. So yeah, that's the best way to do it. Welcome, by the way, Fresh. Killer Clown, been working and missing the last few streams. I know, but we love you anyway, so it's all good.
Yes.
You know, we
Uh,
wow, I'm losing you guys right now. Okay, so
D Money, just put training wheels on. Oh, just put training wheels on in the winter. Duh.
there you go.
That's a good answer.
We got
Why
it.
not?
We got it. We can't. Okay, and that will also make a great video.
I might have to try that. It's winter for about 6 months here, so
Man, dude, we gotta do that. We actually have to do that. You and I gotta go and make a do a semi-do vlog, I guess.
yeah.
And we'll get like training wheels bolted onto where the the little pins are at the back. Bolt it on there and take it out in the winter. Make a video.
So instead of putting spools for your lift, you're gonna put the training wheels.
Yeah, put training wheels on the swing arm spools.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah,
We should do that this winter. And Fresh says 2003 and 2004 are the same models for the ZX6R, which is actually true. I had a feeling 2003, 2004. I don't think it's exactly the same. Maddie says, I was worried about you. Glad you're just busy working and not hurt. Who?
Killer.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Man, I am lost.
That's okay.
By the way, I had a long day today too. Northern Ninja, I like that. I like the answers to that. Lord Shampoo, I don't know.
Killer Clown said late 2004 has the flush indicators on the front. Then they have them from then onwards.
I really like them.
I like the flush. It's just like the same thing like the 300. I love that flush mount signal lights.
Yeah.
I don't know how visible it is per se,
but it looks better.
But it looks so good.
Yeah. I just did flush mounts on my 250 on Wednesday, I think. No, Tuesday. So yeah, I got those put on mine too, and now I put my reflective rim tape on it too. So I'm gonna do a video about my bike pretty soon because I'm pretty much done all the mods now. But the flush mount turn signals make a huge difference in terms of how clean it looks.
And D Money wants to mess with me basically, and goes, Jordan needs to make just needs to mess with Mr. K and make noise when he talks. Because what happens, Jordan, if you don't know, so let's say I'm talking right now, and if you make a sound, then the video switches over off me onto you, right?
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about.
Classic J, hey.
Classic J. Hey, guys.
Classic.
And we got a bunch of haze to classic. Nate Cook said, my problem with the Z650 is there's no windscreen.
I totally agree. I can't, I would be putting a windscreen on it right away. It just looks, to me, they look so weird without it. Same with any of the FZs or any of that. I don't mind the semi-ferret on the sides, but I'd definitely be putting a windscreen on it.
Okay, so just so you guys know, I actually just recently went out and talked to a few of the guys, and they did have multiple the bikes without the that style. And I actually asked them about it. I said, okay, what is it that, how does that affect your ride and so forth and so on? Everybody, and I mean unanimously, everybody said the same thing. It doesn't actually affect their riding. The wind is minimal compared to what you think it is. So I'm gonna have to get my hands on the bike and go out and actually try it myself.
Well, it's just like when we just recently switched back to the original windscreen on the 300s, and we had the longer one before, and it actually didn't make a tremendous difference.
No, in fact, actually, I found the smaller windscreen to be much better. Chris says, Mr. K, you think about being hot or cold?
Leather jacket.
Look, I like the cold. I think I said that in the video before. I love the cold. So yeah, I can complain about it on the videos, but you guys have to remember that when I'm not, like, if I'm doing under, let's say, like if I'm doing city speeds, it's not too bad. Most of the time you guys see me complaining about it on the video is because I'm coming off either the highway or I'm coming off a really open plain field, which basically is just gusting cold wind. Mind you, I like the cold. As long as I get a little coffee in me, I'm good for the next like 20 minutes. Unfortunately, that day, because I know which video you guys are referring to, that day I could not find a gas station or any sign of life aside from just basically houses and fields, literally for, I would say, about an hour and a half before I even started the actual recording. And then I remember mentioning to you guys, like, it's half an hour now. Well, that was half an hour since the last thing I said. So I've been out there for almost 2 hours without a single
drop of coffee
or anything. Like, it was, I got lost, totally lost in this place. And then I realized, by the way, just so you guys know, and don't laugh at me too much, I actually did a circle twice in the same place I ended up. Despite the fact that once I took a left and once I took a right, I somehow looped back in the same spot. I was not happy.
Full Twist said it's not as windy as he thought it was going to be.
Nope, that's right.
And Maddie has a question for Jordan. Can we see your helmet and give us a little review, maybe?
Please.
Yes. Before that, though, I want to mention that it's not the wind issue that I had the concern with on the naked bikes. I just don't really like the look of bikes without windshields. That's why I'd be putting one on. It's not so much about the wind for me. I just think it looks kind of weird without it.
See, the thing is, Jordan really, really likes a certain type of look. And he's kind of, I get the feeling he's like Mr. K. As long as he looks good, the hell with everything else.
yeah, pretty much. So this, I just picked this up this spring. This is a Speed and Strength Hammered Down. And I picked it up actually at Royal Distributing. For any of you guys that live in Canada, I think they're only a Canadian company. It was $120 Canadian, which is incredibly cheap. I met a guy when I took my MSF course that had a Speed and Strength helmet in blue, and he told me about them, and I went and checked them out, and I actually really, really liked it, and it fit quite well. This is a medium. And then I ordered the tinted visor as well, which was an extra $50, but I was going for the black and red color scheme, and plus it helps a lot during the day with the sun. So I ordered it, and yeah, so far I really like it. I don't have any issues with it. There's not a lot of airflow. This is their like bottom of the line helmet. So there's this chin vent and then the two vents there and two passive vents at the back. But it's not too bad. If I lived in a much warmer place, I'd probably want something different. But for this, where I live, it works pretty well.
Nice. You know what? Helmets are so dependent on personal touch, personal taste, I should say. D Money says, not matching shirts today. Mr. K rocking the prisoner shirt. You're catching on here. Mr. K, were you naughty today? She's smiling, so that means yes. Full Twist says, you don't really feel the wind until about 70, and I agree, 70 miles an hour. I would, that's pretty much where you would feel the wind on most bikes anyway. And then Classic J says, looking good, Jordan. And KawaKouple. Oh, you guys are talking about her, I know. Maddie says, I don't feel the wind because my front wheel is up blocking it. You are you just bad boy. As long as it's a parking lot, I don't care. Chris says, is anyone else on fire? We had 1 star this morning. Oh, yes, we do actually. In our area, we do have in Okanagan, right?
Yeah, in the Okanagan.
So we do have, not necessarily close to us, but it is on the news. There is fire in the area. Are any fires in your area, Jordan?
Actually, there's no forest fires or anything, but in our town there was a house fire on Tuesday, and 5 people are out of a home, but everyone was all right. So,
you know, it's so weird you guys are bringing up the fire, because you're not the first person. Somebody brought it up, I think, on Instagram too, because my last video literally had a burned down, my hill video actually. It had like a right on the beachfront, one nice complex. It was like actually burned down, which is
one of our dual vlogs. We had the smoke in the background.
Yep. And I think I have another video which I didn't even touch yet. Start editing, which you guys will see a ton of fire trucks, ambulance, and everything else. Okay. Is Nate?
I'm trying to stay between 80 to 140 miles per hour, full twist.
Oh my goodness. Nick Cook. I went to Cars and Coffee last weekend, and this guy, I had a
stretched Grom.
A stretched Grom.
That must have been interesting to look at.
That was scraping against the ground. Okay, if you're gonna stretch a Grom, look, I am not biased to bikes. I mean, like I said, I'll wave to scooters. Oh, what are scooters called now? We just learned this recently.
Oh,
the scooters are little. Oh, I'm not gonna say it that way. Actually,
no.
Retarded brothers.
No, cousins.
Retarded cousins. That's what somebody was saying. It was it made me laugh, but honestly, I love any bikes. However, the stretched ones, I'm not a big fan of at all.
But a Grom stretch must have been hilarious to look at. They're so tiny. Why would you stretch it?
I don't think I'd ever stretch a bike seriously, but something like a Grom, I would probably do that just as a joke.
Okay, you know what? That actually makes sense for the fun. I mean, it's a Grom, like really. Yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. Killer Clown says after a few 100 kilometers without a windscreen, your neck gets a bit sore. My job does that already to me. So
after a few 100 kilometers on any sport bike, you're gonna get sore. I feel like I don't know of any sport bikes that you're not gonna be really sore after a few 100 kilometers.
That's true, but with your neck especially, I can see that. Actually, I can't see it, especially if you're doing. There are obviously advantages and disadvantages. For what I basically base everything on my style of riding, which is very much an exploratory side. Same with yours, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I can't really base information out there on, let's say, a highway, long rides and stuff like that. I mean, yes, I'll go for long rides, but it's still exploratory. So.
Well, that, and also we actually take breaks.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody is going to go out, like, especially if you're doing a highway thing, the chances of you taking breaks are going to be a little bit less than when you're doing exploratory.
So Classic J says, ride a naked bike and you'll see. Then Chris Curlo comes back and says, Classic, did you ride the bike naked? And you'll see, I got so lost on the whole thing. So
you mean ride the bike naked and you'll see?
Hey, how many of you guys have ridden the bike naked? I sure as heck haven't. I don't want to know. Don't answer that, please.
That kind of gets away from AdCat.
Yeah, the extreme opposite. Classic J says, windy days don't do good. Calm days are great. I put about 1,500 kilometers on a naked bike.
Good job.
Nice. Killer says, in a single day. Classic. Wow.
And it was a question. Okay.
There we go. Go ahead.
Phil Twist says, wind doesn't bother me. Nate Cook said, starting wanting a new R6 because of luminosity. Yeah.
Yeah, that R6 is beautiful. I don't know. Have you seen that one, Jordan?
No, I haven't. Well, okay. I saw the thumbnail. I think, anyway. I haven't looked at it, but I do really like the R6. Like, I've always been a Yamaha guy for pretty much everything else, like all the other stuff that I ride. But I just really liked the Ninja and always have. That's the reason I bought it first. But I've always said that my second bike will either be a ZX6 or probably an R6 or something like that. I like the Yamahas a lot. So
it is. I mean, that to me, that headlights, they're beautiful.
They did a beautiful job in designing that bike.
Absolutely. Okay, so Classic J apparently had an F09 and then sold it. Oh yeah, we already
And then
know
he
that.
put the 6 months. He put the 1,500.
Yeah.
Killer said, I did a 600-kilometer trip in a single day on my older naked bike, and by the end, my neck was quite sore, all highway speeds.
Ow.
Wow.
No wonder your neck was sore.
Yeah.
Lindsay Gaming, hello.
Hello.
Chris, Jordan and Chris says, nice helmet.
Thank you.
Hey, Paulina.
Paulina's here.
You don't have to apologize every time you come late. She's like, every time she's a little bit like, sorry, you don't have to apologize. It's okay. Come when you can. And hit the like button, people.
Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button.
Yeah, please. Thank you. We always appreciate it.
Nate Cook said, sold the 636, as you know, and got a Ninja 650, and now I want to get another super sport of some kind.
So, you know, it's so funny because I've actually talked to a few people in the last 2 weeks that actually got rid of their 636 to buy a 650, which is really weird to me because I would love a 636, but then again, it's the two bikes that I've been broken. Like I'm really, you know, struggling with. I really love the 636, but the 650 is just that much more practical and so forth and so on. So yeah, I am not sure.
What's it like, Nate? What's it like going from a 636 to a 650? Because I know a lot of people do take that downgrade for a little bit less power, and the 650 is a little bit more realistic of a bike. But what's it like?
I'm very curious.
Do you feel like you have a lack of power now, or does it feel all right?
Maddie says, so what are you guys using the video call? Just Skype or something? Oh, Maddie, no, we're using.
It's provided by Google.
It's a Google Hangouts. So basically, that's what you guys see all of our live stream on Google Hangouts. That's what it's being done on. And when we basically all I have to do is send Jordan the information, and then when he logs in, he also logs into the same place, which is Google Hangouts. Full Twist says, I like the grunt of
Parallel twin versus an inline four.
Yeah, I mean, that's yeah. Which one do you prefer, Jordan?
I really like the inline four. I don't know. The parallel twin works pretty well, but like a few of my friends have Suzuki Katanas. They're pretty common around here because they're a sport touring inline four. But we'll go out to the parking lot and I start mine up and it starts putting like the normal parallel twin, and then they'll start theirs up, and just the sound of it and everything I like so much more. That nice steady rumble of an inline four. So I prefer the inline fours.
I've been told that it's the inline four is much smoother overall as well. So that's one of the reasons that the sound itself comes through the way it does. So but I couldn't tell you exactly. I've ridden the Ninja 300. I've only had the experience with the Ninja 300, and that's all I can talk about.
Yeah, me too. I've never ridden anything else either. So
yeah. Nate says it was a 7-person group of Groms. Oh my goodness. I mean, that's gonna be a heck of a sight. I would love to go because I know they have a Grom meetup here. Every once in a while, it's a Grom squad here. I'm actually gonna. I know somebody who asked me to come by one day, so I'm probably gonna go there and film it because apparently it's like nothing but Groms. So it should be a heck of a sight to see. I'll try and do that for you guys one day, and for myself.
Well, just for the experience of seeing a whole bunch of little Groms.
Assuming if there's enough people, it kind of hides all the Groms. So
there's a group on YouTube of like people that are stunters on Groms, and there's like 10 of them that just run around and do wheelies in the streets and stuff, and like that's bad, but it's a Grom. Like I feel like as a cop it'd be kind of hard to get mad at them for that, and going like 30 kilometers an hour on little teeny tiny bikes doing wheelies down the streets, and like, yeah, well, it's technically illegal. You have to kind of laugh at that a little bit.
Well, I can imagine a cop pulling over like a bunch of Grommers, like, and it would be even funnier if they couldn't even hit the speed limit. You know what I mean? Like, let's say the speed limit is like 60 and they're stuck at like 55.
I have the perfect idea. You have to get a bunch of little Groms together and dress up everybody as clowns. and then they
Well,
do
you
the
might as well.
wheelies.
Yeah, you might as well, I guess. I mean, that
I
would
think
look.
that would be funny.
Okay, I'm gonna have to see if I can organize something. So everywhere is longing to ride in Australia. Killer clown. Yeah, I can believe that. Oh, we just skipped a bunch of messages.
No, it's okay. I can go back. I know. There we go.
4 days a week. I work 160 kilometers away.
Says
Wow, that's cool, Nate. I mean, that's a lot of riding time.
That is.
Maddie says, I sat on my naked just for. You sat on yours naked just for jokes, and the tank was very cold on the. No kidding. I mean, oh my God. Now I'm just trying to imagine that, like, but I don't want to because that's just.
Don't imagine that.
I'm trying to imagine like how. Oh, okay.
I'm trying not to imagine that.
Okay, so you do realize if you would do that right as soon as you fill up, you would freeze to death. By the way, you guys know that, right? Like the second you fill up your tank, it's cold, right? That's why I love to fill up in like the middle of summer. Even if I have like half a tank, I'm still gonna go fill up because it cools me down. The problem is, I don't know if this has ever happened to you guys. Funny story. The very first time I filled up my tank, the very first time I filled up my tank, I had just a regular pair of pants on, very thin. I did not actually, it never occurred to me that when you pump gas into a tank, the tank is going to be ice cold. So here I am, I'm all excited. I'm happy with having, the bike. I go out and my first gas fill up, and I go there and I was almost on empty. I had like a bar left and I fill it up all the way, I get on my bike and I swear I just froze, literally, like in a literal sense. And as a, I got stuck there. I'm like, oh, cold. And I didn't exactly know why the tank was so cold until like logic kind of sunk in. It was the weirdest feeling I've ever had. I will never forget that first time I filled up my tank. You remember that?
Well, the first time, one of the first times that I remember it being cold was it was a really, really hot day and we had just did a long trip.
Yeah.
And it felt so nice on my legs because it cooled down.
For me, it wasn't as warm of a day that day, but it just the weirdest feeling. Paulina says, I love Kawa family. Yes, but we love him too. We love all of you guys. Vesterman, I didn't miss the whole stream of. No, you didn't. You didn't.
Hello, Vesterman.
Chris, I agree about the headlight. I wish I could put one on my bike because the stock ones. Yes, the stock one. All stock stuff is kind of weird. I mean, it's one of the things about bikes. They are actually beautiful. Okay, guys, look at it this way. I don't know if it's just me, but realistically, all these bikes are beautiful. It's our visual sensation that goes, okay, I don't like that. I want to change it. And I don't know about how many of you guys would do this. And I'm pretty sure Jordan's about to agree with me on this. But you almost find an excuse to not like something just so you can customize it.
So you can change it. Yeah, I think I'm going to be putting xenon headlights in my bike soon. I don't know why, but...
And that's the thing. Like most people, you're going to find like if you ask them, why did you do that? They don't actually have an answer right away. They kind of think about it. And typically what happens is if you have to think about it, it means you're trying to come up with an excuse. So, yeah. Okay.
Well, there's always something to change.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Toxic Rider.
Toxic Rider. How's it going? I have driven both, he says. It's more the seating position on the 650 is upright and a little more comfortable. I completely agree. I actually loved it. When we tried out the 650, it was much, much more comfortable. It is ridiculously comfortable.
I'd like to try sitting on the 650, but the one complaint that I have about the 250 is the bars aren't in a very good place for anything. Like, if I want to ride full tuck, they're too high up. Like, if I want to ride it like an actual sport bike, they feel too high. But if I want to ride it in an upright position, they're too low and my arms are extended too far. So I feel like they kind of tried to compromise and get a little bit of both, but they ended up not really getting anything of either.
For the 650, you can always just go aftermarket, and this could be a legitimate excuse to go actually a little bit lower. I know that somebody is already making kits for it. So if you take the 650 and actually for almost any bike now, I heard that there are, always aftermarket parts as you guys can imagine. to both lower or raise the bars. So, and you know, that's always an option, and they're actually pretty decently priced. Chris says, but from what I see, I can't find any upgrades for my bike. Oh, there's always upgrades. Just keep looking.
Or they'll come later.
So let's catch up on all these comments really quick.
Killer
Clown. The 636 is a very aggressive forward lean angle, even compared to the other super sports. I actually heard that a ton of times.
Yeah.
Paulina says, hey, Mr. K, did you watch the soccer game of Poland versus Romania? No, I did not. But as far as I know, Poland won. Killer Clowns. I have seen clips on...
Clip-ons for the 636 that make the seating position more comfortable.
That's right. There we go. So we just talked about that. Nick Cook says, well, I just lost that.
There it is.
There you go. Well, I'm a little biased because I started on a R6. It definitely feels like in the top, in that not a rocket.
It feels like in top in that I'm not a rocket ship, but down low gets me where I need to go, and it's more comfortable on the highway.
Okay. Let's start using commas, boys and girls. I'm just kidding. Toxic Price say, Mr. K, if we ride in a nice day, let you drive the R6. So just so you guys know, Toxic Rider is another guy who he's actually local. I know the guy. Yeah, R6 is a dangerous bike for me because I will fall in love, and that's why I'm not putting my hands on reviewing bikes, because for me, it wouldn't take much to walk into a BMW dealership, look at a 1000R, and then go, honey, and then she'll just smack me over the head, and the next day I'll buy it. So, you know, Maddie says, so many comments today. Good job, peeps. Absolutely. You guys are awesome. You know how rare it is where you have to like catch up? Chris says, yep, I agree, Maddie. Let's keep up with all the comments and questions. Maybe they'll forget what time it is, and it lasts 3 hours. I highly doubt it. And Vesterman says, did I miss mail time? No, Vesterman. Mail time will be next Thursday. I'm going to extend it by half an hour. So it's going to be an hour and a half live stream next Thursday. We're going to open up Maddie's mail first within the first 5 minutes, and then we're going to open up a few other packages, and we get to discuss everything. D-Money, if we fly Maddie to KawaKouple, we're back to this again. He can try on your bikes, absolutely. And
are you sure he doesn't mean to try on your bike in his birthday suit?
I have plastic wrap. So Maddie says, I agree, Mr. K. The cold feeling in between your legs on a full tank. Yeah, it's not fun. Northern Ninja. I almost read that. Toxic Riders. Maddie, that's like the best feeling on a hot day. It is. So we're gonna catch up in a couple of seconds. One more thing, Jordan. I was kind of wondering now. Now, obviously, you have school. You're trying to educate yourself, get further. Quick question about your schooling. What are you gonna do? What's your next thing in life? What do you want to be? If you want to share that with us, or just say no, I don't.
So right now I'm not entirely sure, but I do a lot of stuff with music. So I'm actually thinking of going down to Metalworks in Toronto and doing a program there for music. So that's possibly in my future. But I have a few smaller college courses and stuff like that I'd like to take. I'm probably just going to end up doing a lot of like smaller contract jobs and stuff like that, because I like moving from job to job and stuff like that. I've never liked staying with one thing for a long time so much, which is kind of difficult around here, unfortunately, because of, pensions and all that. But I'm probably gonna do a combination of a few things, unless I happen to find something that I really want to major in. But I don't anticipate that happening. I have the marks to do it, but there's not much that I could see spending the rest of my life dedicated to in terms of schooling or a job. So,
except motovlogging, of course.
Except motovlogging, yeah.
Klinger, I don't want to miss you just before you do leave. Because he says he can't stay too long, just checking in. Thank you very much, as always. We truly appreciate you coming by. And I love this is the other thing I love about all of you guys. There's so many of you guys that just do pop in just to say hi, and we cannot tell you how much we appreciate it.
No, we appreciate it, even if you stop in for a few seconds.
That's right.
Say hi. And
so I like how he says, wait, who is this? So that's Jordan. And I love how Maddie goes, it's Jordan. NorthernNinja or something like that, right?
And then Maddie goes, yeah, boy.
So yeah. Now with regards to music, I am just curious. I'm gonna make Jordan blush here a little bit because we just have to, you know, it's part of the game here. So I would like you guys to make a comment and tell me what rock star does Jordan remind you of. So say something so people can get a good look at you. Say hello.
Hi guys. I'm not excited for this.
We just have to do this. It's just too much fun not to do it. So while you guys are writing those in, we're gonna catch up on the comments. Go on.
Poorly fitted HID headlight units can badly affect your CDI unit or EFI unit. Can send back EMF through your wiring.
Yes, absolutely, 100% true. Did you know that, Jordan?
Yeah, I've heard about that. So my dad is actually an electrician, and that's what he does as a full-time job. So if I was to do up HIDs, I'd be doing them with him. Though I'm considering just doing white halogen because it'd be cheaper.
Yep, and you're staying within the legal limits no matter what you do with white halogens. So you're not taking a risk. So then we got, and the Westerman says, glad we didn't miss the meal time. Maddie says they're waiting till next week. Thank you very much, Maddie, for updating people. And Jordan, you read some comment.
I can read the next one. Hashtag fly Maddie to KawaKouple.
I love you guys. How about you read the next one too?
Okay. Man, Mr. K, if you get a BMW S1000RR, you're going to fly red light to red light.
Absolutely. You know what? You know, I'm not kidding, guys. I was actually talking with somebody too. I have the worst luck with red lights, and it's not because of what most people think. Most people would think it's because I speed from one light to the next. No, even if I am under the speed limit or at the speed limit, I still somehow manage to catch red lights. It's incredible. On the other hand, when I'm with this one over here, I'm praying for a red light because it's always green lights, and I just want a little break. I just want to, the feeling.
The last few times I've been out, though, I've been pretty good at hitting the red lights.
Yes, as your vlog stated. Maddie says, maybe if we get Fly Maddie to KawaKouple trending on social media, WestJet will give me a free flight. You know, let's
You never know.
You never know, I guess.
As long as it's not United, you're good.
Yeah, you might get, by the time you get here, you might be in pieces. So, hello, Spain. How's it going? Spain. Sorry, we're just trying to catch up on everybody. Welcome, by the way. I know you have not been on this channel before because I would remember that name. Vesterman says, actually, read that, please. That's on you, Jordan.
NorthernNinja, it is good to see your face. I'm not a huge fan of motovloggers who don't show their face. Yeah, so I was waiting to do a face reveal because the other day Mr. K had the idea that it would be awesome to have me do the face reveal on the live stream. So that's the only reason it hasn't been out yet. I think my face is in the fork seal video that is going to be uploaded in the next week or two as well.
So Toxic Rider is asking, Jordan, what bike do you ride again?
I ride a 2010 Ninja 250. It's all stock in terms of performance, and cosmetic mods I have quite a bit. There's going to be a video on that soon, but performance-wise, it's all stock.
I love Maddie's go, damn, Mr. K, you nailed it.
Mrs. K.
Mrs. K.
You even try to steal my stuff. Jeez, like everything's about you now, Mr. K.
Oh my goodness. And this is why you don't live stream when you're really ridiculously tired.
Yeah,
Oh my!
it's almost 11 here.
Oh wow! It's 7:45 here, but keep in mind we wake up really early.
Yeah.
Jordan, what's the next one?
D Money says, Jordan, don't talk and we won't see you blush anyways.
There we go. Chris says, my headlight is weird. It turns by itself. That's not good. It will be straight and parked away from my house, and it starts drifting right, but stopped making. I got lost on that one.
They stopped making Buell. I think it's 2011.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so anyways, we have a few here for Jordan to say, because these are about who they remind him of.
Oh my God, Chris, they reminded me of Tom Petty. That is good.
We're supposed to let Jordan
Cool.
read it.
Okay, so Jordan, the next ones, you just read them and tell me, do you think that would be true, somewhat true, or not true? So
Okay.
Go ahead.
Tom Petty, I'm not entirely sure whether or not I agree on, but it's hard for me to judge that. I think everyone else is better judge that. Kid Rock, okay, that's kind of funny. Let me look that up. Let me look up Kid Rock, because
I actually agree with Kid Rock.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Yep, it's definitely, I like the Kid Rock one, and I like how Vesterman says the same thing. Kid Rock for sure.
And then Nate wants to know,
how much does your bike weigh, Jordan? Okay, so dry weight, I believe dry weight. No, I think it's wet weight. The Ninja 250 is 380 pounds. So it's fairly close to the bigger bikes, actually, to the bigger super sports. It doesn't weigh. A lot of people think that the 250 is super light, and really the ZX6 is 440 pounds. So it's not a whole lot lighter. Let me just check real quick if that's dry weight or wet weight. I can't remember.
It's got to be wet weight, because the Ninja 300 is around the same.
Okay. Keep in mind the original, like the pre-2008 250s weren't fully faired and all that, or they were, some of them were, but they weren't, like, they didn't have all the revised fairings on them. So they're actually a bit faster and quite a bit lighter. The 2008 to 2012 Ninja 250s, they redid all the fairings and stuff and made it look more like an actual super sport. It was a little bit slower, a little bit heavier, but I didn't really care. I was more interested in the looks of it, so that's why I got that. But it is fairly heavy for what it is.
Makes sense.
Yeah, wet weight 380 pounds.
So D Money says, around me, you have to speed by 5 to 10 over to make it through the lights on the main street to where I go to school. Otherwise, the lights aren't timed out very good.
Oh, wow.
And then
can you use that as an excuse? I'm sorry, officer, but I'm trying to catch the next light, so I have to be 5 to 10 over.
And then Maddie says, Jordan, I want to see all your gear back there. Show is that stuff.
Okay. I showed Maddie, you were here when I showed my helmet, right? So I've got my gloves back here. These are 5 advanced stunt gloves. I picked them up on sale at Royal Distributing for $50. And they've got pads on both knuckles as well as mesh vents under the knuckles. So it's really nice in the summer. I like these a lot. If I ever tore them, which this one is starting to tear, if I ever tore them, I would definitely be buying another pair. And my jacket, I'm not going to take down because I actually just threw it up there to cover a whole bunch of stuff that I didn't want to move off of the dresser.
He's using that as a cleanup.
Yeah. That's mostly why I put it up there. I'm at my grandparents' because my internet isn't good enough in my house, so I just stuck my jacket over top of a pile of stuff. But my jacket is a Joe Rocket. I'm not sure which model. I'll have to check, but I'm going to have a video coming up soon. When I do my video about my bike, I'm going to do one on my gear as well, and it'll be in that. So it's a Joe Rocket, and it has the removable liner and stuff because we have a lot of different climate around here. So It has the removable liner, and it's got a decent amount of venting. I paid about $200 for it, and it works well. And then for boots, I just wear a pair of Rocky. They're hiking boots / hunting boots. I had them already for hunting, but they're a fairly rigid ankle and high boot. So I haven't gotten around to buying actual motorcycle boots yet, because these ones are fairly comfortable and work well. But that'll be coming in the future. And I'm also going to be picking up a pair of Dragon Kevlar jeans, because right now I don't have padded or protective leg wear.
Like the leg wear. Forget the thigh, it's just leg. Okay.
Killer says Ninja 250 is 8 pounds lighter than the Ninja 300.
That sounds actually very close to that. Spain says Jordan looks like a wrestler to me. Oh my god, that's who you remind me of. Oh, I cannot remember his name.
I guarantee you I'm way smaller than whoever it is you're thinking of.
Oh no, yeah, but it's your facial features. That's who you. I'll find out. I can imagine Jordan being a wrestler, like, you know, for comical sake.
If you met me in person, not so much. I'm like 5'1" and 125 pounds. So.
Wow, really? 5'1"?
Yeah, it's like I struggle on my Ninja 250. The only reason I haven't lowered it is just because of the whole handling thing. And I figured, you know, it'd be better to just get used to riding a bit higher bike, because I always will be. Like, unless I get a cruiser, I'm not going to find a bike that fits me comfortably. So.
Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, your height doesn't matter. I learned that by watching that the little person riding
Jumping
that bike on a highway. Yeah. Oh my goodness! You know what? From that point on, I just said, "Yep, anybody can ride anything."
There's another moto vlogger, and every year he does tips for short riders. I forget his name. I think he's got about 20,000 subs, but he's about 5'1" as well, and he rides like bigger super sports and 1000cc sport bikes and stuff as well.
That's why you know, it's one thing that I always say: nothing's impossible, guys. Once you figure out what you want, you can go for it. All right. So Chris says, Mr. K. See, I made sure it's Mr. this time. You've been hitting the sipping juice again. Yes, I have. That's a good idea.
And this time you did it all yourself. I didn't help you. Toxic Rider says, Mr. and mrs.k really missed you on the ride the other day. Hope you can catch the next one. Jordan, wish you could come too.
Yep. You know, we'll get together. We really will. We'll hopefully this week I'm just gonna pick up. This Sunday is Father's Day, so more than likely I'm gonna be out a little bit on Saturday. So we'll see if we can get together and do a ride together. Spain says he also reminds me of Loki.
Yeah.
Thank you. That one I'm not opposed to.
So true. Oh my god. Yeah.
The trickster.
Really? I don't mind being compared to Loki. Loki is pretty cool.
Yep, until the hawk gets to him. So
yeah.
Puny human.
Full Twist says 300 is 410. My 650 is 420.
Yep, the new 650 was a huge drop in weight.
Oh yeah.
They took a big chunk out. I think they took about 40 pounds out of that bike. So they
something
really,
like that, yeah.
Yeah, they really dropped the weight of the new 650.
And they dropped the height a little bit too.
Oh yeah, but sitting on that bike, I'm telling you, I can flat foot the bike the same way I can flat foot my Ninja 300, and that is amazing.
So can I.
You could do it anyway before. So Chris says, Jordan, my bike is 16 pounds heavier than yours, and mine is a 500.
Is that the Ninja 500? I know two of my friends, well, one of my friends and my principal actually both have Ninja 500s, and they're pretty cool, but yeah, they aren't fully fared, right? So they save quite a bit of weight that way.
Yeah, makes sense. Maddie says, buddy, I'm always here. Yes, you are, and we love it. Oopsies, I did it again. Okay.
D-Money, dry weight 357 pounds on my CBR 300R.
On the 300R, 357 pounds. Dry weight, yeah, that makes sense. Maddie, oh yeah, I just actually got a jacket.
Finally, yay!
No more bear skin for me. Good job, Maddie. That's what we want to hear. Everybody, gear up. No more nudity on bikes. Killer Clown, CBR 280. You mean CBR 280? Oh, you 286, I think he says. So Vesterman says 380 pounds on the Ninja 250. I'm 700 pounds on my Victory Gunner. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, that's 106 cubic inch. Adds up. Yes, it does. Maddie says, I'm losing connection.
No.
You can't be losing connection, not well, since you can still write. I'm losing connection. No.
I'm the same, Maddie, says Spain.
Yeah, by the way, in case we do lose connection tonight, because we do have some stuff out there. So I hope we don't lose connection, but I'll know it because Jordan will be like frozen. So that's how I know it. I lost connection. Oh my God, there's a few of you guys.
Wow. Vesterman says, stop loading. Killer says, I thought my kids were hogging the internet for a bit.
Wow.
Wow.
Stupid connect. Wow, there's a lot of you guys. She's freezing. Twist is. Wow, what happened there? Do you see that?
Mine's still like my connection to you guys seems all good, but yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that are having problems right now.
Yeah.
Spain. I was thinking it was my Wi-Fi, but it's the Spain
lagging.
Oh. Okay. Whoops.
Chris says no. Mine is a Bull Blast with a 500cc engine.
The Buell Blast.
Buell.
Right. I remember now. We talked about that before.
Yes.
I like the Buell Blast. I've never actually seen one in person, I don't think, though. There's not many bikes around here, so.
That's fair enough. Classic J says, I reduced my weight on my CBR 300 30 pounds by changing the exhaust and the fender eliminator. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
yes, actually, I can believe that because the stock exhaust is a monster. That thing weighs But
I like D Money's response to that. He goes, yeah, I hear the exhaust is really heavy and the rear fender.
Yeah, the rear fender is not, but yeah, it's my coffee cup holder, so I'm not going to change that anytime soon. Not soon yet. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but that's what I keep my coffee when I stop. Like that I don't know. I don't want to change it. I have a place to put my coffee then. Chris?
I can't gear up. I need to go pick and choose my gear because everything is way too long for my arms in a jacket.
Yeah. So believe me, gear is a pain. It's truly a pain.
To find what works, yeah.
Yep. Full Twist says it's better now. Toxic says is jumping all over the place. Maddie says he's tired today. Full Twist, maybe not.
Maybe not, that it's not better now.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it would be jumping all over the place. It's obviously not our side because Jordan and I, we can see each other clearly.
Yeah.
I don't see any lag on your side either. And my connection here is pretty strong right now, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, D-Money says it does a loading circle for a while and then starts again.
You know what, guys? In a worst case scenario, if you guys want to cache something that you think you may have cached, you can always go back and just view the video. But I think you guys are pretty caught up on everything. We're just chatting right now. So Paulina says
going to sleep.
She's going to sleep. Thank you very much for joining. We love you guys. For all of you guys who are leaving, I'm sorry. But yeah, you're going to sleep. Good night. We love you. Killer Clown says, I'm at GAT, full race suit in Australia in summer and winter. In Australia summer, you're in full race suit? Wow, man.
That's dedication.
I struggle wearing all my gear, and I don't even have a full race suit, and it doesn't get that hot here.
Whew. Well, I almost feel like I should never have an excuse again. Because anytime I'm going to say something, I can imagine she's going to go, well, Killer Clown can wear his full leathers in Australia. I think you can wear your jacket. I can just see her saying that.
Me?
Yeah, right. Maddie says, I took my stock off because I can gain 29 pounds and still have full stock performance. It doesn't weigh 29 pounds, does it? The stock exhaust?
They're heavy.
Yeah, maybe it does weigh 29 pounds. Chris says, I've been watching and I've been very... Oh, every...
Little while in the past 5 minutes.
Okay. Wow. I'm sorry. Hey, you don't have your stock exhaust, do you, Jordan?
I do. I do have my stock exhaust. I'm looking to change it eventually, but I don't want to spend the $300 on a new one. So right now I'm actually looking for another stock Ninja 250 exhaust, because normally you can pull the end cap off an aftermarket exhaust, drill the rivets out, and pull all the packing and stuff out. But on the stock Ninja 250 exhaust, they actually welded it shut. So I'm going to look to pick up an aftermarket one that I can plasma cut open and not worry about damaging. And then hopefully I can just gut the stock one.
Makes sense. I thought I heard a different sound coming from your video. Toxic Rider says, full summer jacket, put out my Scott. Is a good company. I heard about Scott.
I have long arms too, and it fits perfect.
Good. Okay, so there we go. Classic J, I hear that, Maddie. Spain, completely off topic, but I like turtles. Turtles the chocolate or turtles the turtles? Because they have turtles chocolates, and I love those too.
I like them as well. I saw a turtle today, actually, a real turtle, not a chocolate turtle. On my way home, there was a turtle sitting on the side of the highway, but I think he might have been dead.
Aww.
Oh, come on, you could have left that out. Let's just pretend he was alive. He was like Michelangelo. He was either Michelangelo or Donatello. You know the reference, right?
Yeah, I know.
Who's your favorite Ninja Turtle? Oh my goodness, I can't believe I asked that. So Chris, mine is Michelangelo, by the way. Chris Carlos says, I can't get riding boots because my white feet. Does anyone know who makes riding boots for people with 2EE wide foot? I honest to God don't know, so I can't help you there. D-Money says, gotta get off, got stuff to do, can't wait to catch y'all next. Oh, for the Maddie's mail. Yes, thank you very much, D-Money. As always, we appreciate you, we love you. Thank you. Toxic Rider. Whoever is up for it, check out my Instagram at Toxic Rider. Yes, please go check him.
Toxic_Rider1.
And he will be doing a YouTube channel as well. He did it before, he just stopped, but he's gonna do it again. And then we'll probably do a dual vlog with you as well, Toxic. Chris says that definitely would be different seeing Mr. K in a clown suit with hair. So used to seeing him bald. You son of a guns. And I'm still scared of what's in Maddie's package because it's right there. I can see it. And I am so worried about what I'm going to have to do next week for you guys on that one. Maddie's, I get the feeling he's setting me up for a big laugh. I have to watch the video delayed or it won't play. I'm sorry. Spain, I actually like chocolate turtles. I love chocolate turtles.
Going back to the turtles, my favorite Ninja Turtle is Raphael. Just saying.
Raphael?
He's the one with the...
Oh, no, I know. But why Raphael?
Because I always did karate growing up. Like, my dad and brother both have their black belts, and I could go get mine. I could grade for mine at any point, too. And so the size were just something that I used a lot growing up, and so I always thought that was pretty cool that there's a Ninja Turtle that used them too. So I think that's why I liked him. I really liked the size. They were my favorite of the weapons from martial arts.
I can see that.
I've always been partial to Michelangelo.
Oops, sorry guys. To Michelangelo?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I like. Yeah, for me, it's all about comedy. Right now, just so you know, I love how Maddie says, "Oh, how rude of me! It took me an hour to say, hey, Scooby." Yes, but he forgives you. And then Chris says, "I bet it's a clown wig." That's what he thinks that Maddie put in there. So yeah, we'll have to see, I guess. He's my favorite Ninja Turtle. I should calm down.
And White Fang Matt, hi.
Hello. So just so you guys know, we're about to end this particular live stream.
Yes, we are.
Mostly because, as you guys heard, there's a phone call that come in, so I got to deal with some things later on too. And most people know not to call me between 7 and 8 because we have a live stream, and of course it's after 8. So yeah, Maddie says, Mr. K, email me yourself so we can FaceTime this weekend. We'll talk about it. So just so you guys know, very few people ever get my cell phone number, and I mean very few. And if I ever send it to you, it's for your eyes only. Otherwise, believe me, I'm not gonna be happy. No, don't leave me.
And then I love puns.
I love it.
Spain.
Me too, actually.
Yes.
But I think we're gonna end it here. Jordan, you've been absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for
showing up,
because you could have easily just like shied away and go, nope, that's it, I'm not doing it.
No, so thank you for having me. It was a lot of fun, and I'm definitely glad to have been on. It was pretty awesome. So the time flew, and yeah, hopefully I'll be able to keep pumping out the videos and stuff, and have all you guys in the comments. I see a lot of you on my videos, and I appreciate all the comments and reactions to all my stuff. So I appreciate you guys a lot, and you, Mr. and Mrs. K, thank you for all your support as well.
It's our pleasure, and you know what? We're looking forward to seeing what you're gonna do next as well. And for those of you guys who are gonna watch this video later, because there's a lot of people that watch these videos later on, and you guys have not checked out NorthernNinja's channel, shame on you, go check it out.
And there will be a link in the description. I
will put a link in the description. Hopefully I remember to do that. If not, then I'm sure Jordan can come back and go, you did not do that. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Once again, thank you very much, everybody, for joining. You guys are absolutely awesome, as always. Have yourselves a good night. And till next time, goodbye and see ya.